Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to the next podcast interview. I'm Mohamad, Alameddine, the Dean of the College of Health Sciences, and it's my ultimate pleasure for this episode of the Health Voices podcast to have a special guest, Dr. Lucy Semerjian, Associate Professor of Environmental Health and the Chair of the Person of the Environmental Health Department. Welcome to the podcast series.
Welcome, Dr. Mohamad.
I have to confess the department is very close to my heart, and maybe for the audience that does not know some of the really good things that you're doing at the department, why don't we take a minute to introduce the department?
Yeah, sure. First, I want to thank you, Dr. Mohamad, for having me here and giving me the opportunity to shed light on our discipline and our department. And thank you for the trust in the department. Indeed, the department is quite active on the fronts of sustainability and environmental protection. We've been running our Bachelor's of Science program in Environmental Health Sciences more than 20 years now, and it covers the various tenets of environment, whether it's the water or the wastewater or the vectors and food and occupational. And we are expanding, and we are proud of that. As well as since 2020, we have introduced our master's program in environmental health with 2 tracks. One is majoring in food safety management, and the other is in occupational hygiene and safety management.
This department is special in the way it is really aligned with many of the national and regional strategies. What can you tell us about this, Doctora?
Indeed, we all know that UAE is quite vibrant and at a very fast rate of development economically, socially, and technologically. However, this also goes very well hand in hand with an ambitious environmental agenda to ensure the protection of the environment as the development is happening. So, of course, there are many visions in the country, like the UAE Vision 2021 that passed and it was fulfilled. And now currently we have the UAE Environment Vision 2030 and the green economy and the green energy. So all sorts of greening initiatives are present in the country. We as a department, our role is to look into our curriculum, see how well we are aligning with these initiatives, how well we are working on our students, equipping them with the right knowledge, with the right research skills, as well as the right work ethics towards achieving these sustainable development goals within the country. We are very proud of our student body, especially that, like all other departments, we're empowering youth and empowering women students as well, female students. And we're proud that most of our student body at the bachelor level, around 80%, they are Emiratis. So this will help a lot with the workforce. And these are the potentials or the prospect employees that will go into the field and work towards these visions that are in the country. The master's students as well, we have around 70% of them, UAE students, that are already in the workforce and already meeting these targets or working toward them. So our role, again, is to equip them with the right knowledge and skills to advance more in their professions.
Thank you very much for your contributions on that front.
Thank you.
If we were to list 3 key environmental health issues that you feel that the department should be focusing on, both in terms of research as well as community education, from the top of your mind, what comes to your mind as environmental health issues that we need to tackle?
Yeah. Of course, Prof. Mohamad, as you know, most of the challenges that are nowadays, they have environmental roots into them. If you look at the sanitation, if you look at the pandemics, if you look at the climate change, if you look at the different aspects, they all go back into an environmental root cause in them. Priority areas, of course, are air pollution, let's say, because this trickles down to different types of diseases and different types of health outcomes. Other issues is the security, whether it's water security or food security, are also huge huge topics that need to be addressed. Of course, within them comes safe water quality, adequate amount of water availability, same for food as well. As we have passed through the pandemic, we've seen also that zoonosis or animal health is important. Actually, environmental health is part of this One Health concept, where you have EH or environmental health, you have animal health, and you have human health. So we cannot really separate the three from each other. One is affecting the other, and it's essential to keep the balance between these three entities to have a better well-being and health for the entire population.
It's really exciting as I'm listening to you how intense and far-reaching is the potential impact of the work of this department, both in terms of education and research. Now we're carrying this conversation at exciting times. Around the corner, towards the end of the month, is COP28. One of the largest gatherings of its kind in the world, environmental gatherings. How is the department engaged, and what does this mean to you?
It means a lot. First, we are honored that we are witnessing this happening in UAE as the UN Climate Change Conference. The department is actively in preparation for this big event. So we are part of the UOS of the university's COP28 committee that we are tackling different aspects of the conference, whether it's from the faculty projects to the student projects to student volunteering to what type of workshops that we can give, like talks, panel discussions, and so on. Personally, I will be engaged in 2 talks, one through the Emirates school establishment, where we will be talking about ocean health, again, as part of that One Health, how it impacts or gets impacted by climate change, and how, again, that propagates into the human health and environmental health. And another talk to highlight on the university's achievements towards sustainability, because we are part of these sustainability ranking systems for higher education, and we have lots to show and lots of messages to share and learn from the others as well to boost further sustainability at the university.
And on that front, I cannot be prouder with your valuable contributions as a chairperson, as faculty members, but also the students are very excited and I'm sure they would be engaging. What are the future strategic plans for the department?
Well, as any academic unit, we have different pillars that we work on. We have the academic part, or the educational teaching and learning part, and we have the research as well as the community outreach. So what we will do is try to expand on these 3 pillars as much as possible, sustainably, transitionally. From the point of view of research, let's say, we can expand towards a PhD program maybe in the future when we have enough student body that can hold that program. We are very proud that we have now around 45 master's students in our master's program. So eventually these might be prepared or ambitious to continue further studies. That's one. Expansion also, international collaborations in this field, additional memorandum of understandings that we might sign with the entities of environmental and sustainability within the same discipline. We are expanding on our research lines as well. Specifically with colleagues at the department, we're introducing the concept of biomonitoring for environmental health. So it's kind of like an interface between environmental science and environmental health science towards the betterment of the humans and well-being. And of course, strategic partnerships, more community outreach. Already we are proud to have a good community outreach. If you may allow me, at the university level, we participate with, as I mentioned, with the sustainability ranking, portfolios preparations, promoting sustainability on campus and so on. Regionally, we participate on committees such as the United Nations Environmental Protection Consortium. We have extended projects with the EU, and we're trying to expand them further. Internationally, also, particularly, we are very proud to be participating in an online course that is given to 7 universities, higher education institution, where we are educating more than 100 students on different aspects of sustainability within that course, and it's all run online. Back to community, we are very also happy to be part of the WASN program, which tackles the workforce and their health. So the department has quite a weighty role in that community outreach program. So we will serve these initiatives, and we will expand strategically towards the future, hopefully.
I can feel the excitement of those listening to some of the initiatives that the department is leading. I'd like to conclude with you on a note. If we have parents, potential students in the future listening to us, why would they choose environmental health as their department of choice and their profession?
Well, of course, first things come from the interest of the student, what they like, but maybe they're not aware of all the disciplines that are in the university, particularly for environmental health sciences. I would really tell them that it's a field that is gaining momentum. It's already very active, and it's still maintaining its momentum, if you want. There's a lot of opportunities for employment. As you previously mentioned, the country as a whole, United Arab Emirates, is taking greening initiatives and visions as its priority. It's part of all its visions and all its agendas. You always see that sustainability component. You always see the environmental protection component. So this field fits them, equips them with the right, as I said, knowledge, the skills, and to serve that cause. And after all, we have one environment. We have to take care of it so that it stays for everything else that we are doing in that environment. So I really encourage them to pursue this active and, as I said, momentous field of study. And we are at the department at their disposal for any questions or any inquiries that they have prior to joining the program. They can participate in the open days, they can visit, they can check the website so that they have a better understanding. And from the employment point of view, there's a lot of opportunities, whether it's with municipalities, with the ministry, with the educational system. You know, now schools are mandatory. They should have environmental offices, companies the same. So all this creates more opportunities for them for employment. Plus, we have the graduate program, so the road is ready for them to continue and gain further knowledge and further skills in this field.
Doctora, I can't thank you enough for this very beneficial conversation. When we post this podcast, we will post also contacts of the department, and we invite everyone to engage, ask their questions, and tell us how can we be of service. And I'm hoping that we will be having another conversation soon when we celebrate further successes also for the department. Thank you very much for your presence today.
Thank you, Dr. Mohamad. Again, I want to thank you for this opportunity to shed light on this important discipline. Thank you for having me, and we are also at your service. Thank you for all the support at the college. Thank you.